Identity, the fact of being who or what a person or thing is. Hey, my name is Ansh Mundra, and this is a day in my life at home. Oftentimes, I find day in the life videos a bit stale, so I thought I would do something different and once again share my vulnerable self and talk about some of the thoughts that I've had in hopes of sparking a conversation. And today, as you guessed probably, we're going to talk about identity. We all have unique attributes that define the person we are today. You probably think of yourself under some specific lenses, and I want you to think about that. To get you started, I will tell you about how I think of my various identities. Firstly, my gender. I'm a man, and that obviously has an impact on how I perceive the world and the way it perceives me. I am acutely aware of the privilege I hold as a man in our society, and I recognize my role in educating those around me to create a more just and equitable world. Do you think you view your gender as a core part of your identity? Moving on. Secondly, my interests. I have always been into some sort of athletic activity, be it playing cricket as a preteen, football and athletics as a teenager, and now being an avid and average gym enthusiast. I just enjoy different kinds of sports. I also love to read, specifically fantasy and science fiction books. I love doing jigsaw puzzles, and I guess I love creating videos now. What do you think are the interests that you believe are essential to defining your persona? Thirdly, where I'm from also impacts how I view myself. I was born in the city of Pune, moved to the state of Kuwait when I was 4, to Dubai in the United Arab Emirates when I was 12, and to the Big Apple, New York City when I was 18. You see, since I'm of age now, I no longer hold a residency in the UAE. So, visiting this time, I came on a tourist visa in my own home. That is fine and all, but it creates a bit of a nuisance in my head because though I hold an Indian passport, I don't really see myself as an Indian given that I've barely lived there. So I ask myself, where are you really from, Ansh? And the answer ultimately I've settled on is Dubai. These are just three frameworks within which you can think of your identities, because obviously all of us have more than just three categories under which our identities lie, but I think it's a good starting point. So, evaluating my identities, I would often come at a crossroads, thinking naively, well, let's try to fit my identities under one umbrella term. So, am I an athlete? Nah, I must be a nerd, right? Wait, I'm probably just an average immigrant man. But wait, what if I'm an athlete who's also a nerd? But that cannot be because movies and society tell me that the two are obviously in contrast with one another. They are juxtaposing. So let's scratch that idea. But also, do these various juxtapositions necessarily take away from one another? Or do they superimpose upon one another? Or, stay with me, what if I say, why should they be juxtapositions in the first place? Your quirks lend to one another to create a unique and beautiful amalgamation, and that amalgamation is you. I tried so hard to fit all my different identities under one umbrella term, but then I asked myself, why? Why can't I be more than just a singular term that is supposed to define my entire existence? So, to anybody who's struggling with understanding themselves or their different identities, let this serve as a liberation from the idea that we can't be more. Be liberated from who you were and continue to explore who you can be and let that be more. Be free from the limitations you place on yourself owing to the limitations society's stereotypes place on you and be more. Be you. That's all I had for today. If this resonated with you, do let me know. And if this didn't and I made no sense, also do let me know. I'm open to constructive criticism and feedback. I spent a lot of time on this video, so consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you later.